Mayo, mayo. All right, I promise never to sing again. Here we go with our homemade mayonnaise. So easy. All right, the ingredients are on the recipe page, but I got 2 egg yolks. All right, so I'm going to dump it right in this little beaker here that came with my stick blender. To the egg yolks, I'm going to add the juice of half a lemon. Now, I know people, they freak out when I don't measure things. So I'm going to tell you, put in 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. See, half a lemon is going to make a little more than that. All right, I got some white wine vinegar, very nice French imported nice vinegar. Okay, so I'm going to go with a tablespoon of vinegar. Now, this is a little more vinegar traditionally than put in mayonnaise. So I like it a little tangy. If you want to cut that back a little bit, go ahead. I got 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, very important. All right, 1/8 of a teaspoon of sugar. All right, maybe you wouldn't think that's in there, but 1/8 of a teaspoon, just a pinch. That's a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. All right, so that was our egg yolk and acid. We're going to top that with a cup of vegetable oil. I'm using canola, or canola, as they say in some places of the United States. And I'm going to add a half a cup of olive oil. Now, any combination will work. You want to go the other way around, a cup of olive oil, a half a cup of vegetable oil, or all one or the other, up to you. But I think this is a nice combination. Now let it settle for a second, because we're going to stick this immersion blender in here. And the egg yolk needs to be at the bottom, so it only takes a second to settle. All right, so here we go. You're going to put in your blender, and you're going to hold it against the bottom. All right, there's our stick blender. I got a couple links on the recipe page for this. And you're just going to, they all have a trigger which lets you pulse it on and off. And you're going to start real slow. You're just going to give it a couple second pulses. All right, you'll watch. This is such an amazing kind of molecular happening here. It's really interesting. It's kind of culinary alchemy, how that oil just turns into this thick white spread. It's pretty cool. So I'm pulsing on and off real slow until I see it basically start to form. It gets really thick, very, very thick and white at the bottom. All right, now once you see it start coming together, you can get a little bolder. You can start moving that blender around a little bit, and it will incorporate all the oil. And in just a couple seconds, you are going to have the most delicious, creamiest, richest mayonnaise you've ever tasted for a fraction of the price. And you know those lists where people have, you have to do these things before you die? Eating fresh, homemade mayonnaise on a piece of bread, that's on my list. All right, you have to try that. There's nothing like it. In fact, see that? Look at that. I'm going to take a bite out of this just to torment you. Oh, man. That's the stuff. All right, so there you go. So help us bring down the mayonnaise monopoly. The mayonnaise industry, as we know it, should crumble after this video. So anyway, go ahead and try that. So easy. Little note here: if you're using a regular blender, do everything I did except just drizzle in the oil into the blender. You can't really start it all together. It won't work. But anyway, get one of those stick blenders. Enjoy.